Hey there, anime enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got something special lined up for all you Isekai lovers out there. If you thought you've seen it all, think again, because we're diving into the world of lesser-known Isekai anime that might have slipped under your radar. That's right, it's time for Top 10 Isekai anime, which are lesser known and you probably missed. From fantastical realms to alternate dimensions, these hidden gems bring a fresh twist to the Isekai genre. Whether you're a fan of heartwarming stories, intense action, or mind-bending mysteries, we've got something for everyone on this list. So, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. Grimgar ashes and illusions. Fear, survival, and instinct are all factors to consider. Thrown into a distant nation with just foggy recollections and the knowledge of their name, they can only sense these three emotions deep within their souls. A gang of strangers is forced to assume the only paying profession in this game-like environment, that of a soldier in the reserve army, and to destroy everything that threatens the peace in their new world, Grimgar. When all of the stronger candidates band together, the survivors must form a party. Minato, a charismatic leader and priest. Haruhiro, a nervous thief. Yume, a happy hunter. Shihoru, a shy magician. Moguzo, a kind warrior. And Ranta, a rowdy dark knight. Despite the similarities, this is not a game. There are no redos or respawns. It's kill or be killed. It is now up to this motley crew of unlikely combatants to stay together in a world where life and death are separated by a razor's edge. Seirei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles. Haruto Amakawa, a 20-year-old college student, does not expect to wake up in a foreign world in the body of a small child named Ryo after dying in a car accident. Ryo realizes he now has magical powers when their memories and egos merge. Despite his new identity, he is relieved to discover that his burning desire for vengeance against his mother's murderers has not subsided. Soon after, Ryo comes across the kidnapped Bertram Kingdom princess and immediately saves her. To show his appreciation, the monarch gives him admission to the Bertram Royal Academy. He is delighted to enroll at this prestigious academy, believing it will be a new chapter in his life, but life here proves challenging for him, a slum dweller surrounded by the majestic offspring of nobility. Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. Makoto Mizumi is sent to another planet to meet the goddess and become the hero as part of a strange contract made years ago by a goddess and his parents. However, the deity regards Makoto as hideous, refusing to even look at him and rescinding his heroic title. In exchange for the ability to understand all languages save human, the goddess forces Makoto to the darkest reaches of the wasteland, far from human civilization. Makoto's latent physical and magical talents awaken as a result of the discrepancy between Earth and this new universe, making him tremendously powerful. He encounters other demi-humans and legendary beings who are all charmed by his characteristics and join Makoto in creating a new civilization where they may all coexist together. Nonetheless, despite his achievements, Makoto longs to meet other people. Makoto and his comrades must fulfill his yearning in a world where the goddess herself has forbidden him from mingling with his kind, and perhaps transform society along the way. The Dungeon of Black Company. Kinji Ninomiya has finally realized his goals of living a self-sustaining NEET lifestyle after years of hard labor. Kinji prepares to begin his new, slothful existence by looking down on ordinary people commuting during a hurricane from the penthouse of one of his apartment complexes. However, all of his efforts are for naught as a doorway appears beneath him out of nowhere. Kinji is teleported to another world and compelled to work for a mining firm that is simply concerned with profits and has no regard for the safety and well-being of its employees. Refusing to live in such conditions, he starts forming plans to get rich quickly, making contacts with others in this new world, and doing everything he can to get away from the strict corporate existence. Will Kinji be able to overcome his financial constraints and regain his financial freedom? Gate. Off-duty Yuji Itami, a Japan Self-Defense Forces (JSDF) officer and otaku, is on his way to a doujin conference in Ginza, Tokyo, when a mysterious portal in the appearance of a big gate opens out of nowhere. Supernatural beasts and warriors in medieval armor emerge from this gate, rampaging across the city, killing and destroying everything in their path. Yuji rescues as many lives as he can as the rest of the JSDF focuses their efforts on preventing the invasion. 3 months after the attack, Yuji has been assigned to lead a special recon team as part of a JSDF task force that will be sent to the world beyond the gate, now known as the Special Region. They must venture into this unknown realm to discover more about what they are dealing with and to make friends with the inhabitants in the aim of establishing friendly relations with the ruling empire. If they fail, they will be forced to take part in a horrific war that will engulf both sides of the gate. I'm standing on a million lives. Yusuke Yatsuya has always despised Tokyo, but he despises its inhabitants even more. He would prefer exist in a virtual world than interact with those around him. At the end of one school day, he notices popular athlete Yu Shindu conversing with Kusu Hakozaki, who is absent from school due to illness. However, when he glances away from the two and then back, they appear to have vanished. Yatsuya immediately enters free fall, and the world around him begins to shift. When he returns to after falling into a large pool of water, the first thing he sees is a swarm of monstrous monsters. He soon discovers that Shindu and Hakozaki have transported him into a game world and that he must finish a quest within 14 days. There is one difference between this universe and the actual world. Anyone who dies will be brought back to life in 30 seconds as long as one of the party members is still alive. Yatsuya, Shindu, and Hakozaki are tasked with completing a series of increasingly challenging objectives in order to uncover the mysteries behind the baffling gaming world. Black Summoner. Kelvin gives up some memories for his former existence in return for powerful skills, additional skill points, and an S-Class Summoner title in order to prepare for rebirth in another realm. As an added bonus, Melfina, the goddess who facilitates his rebirth, provides him the choice of any partner to help him get started in his summoner duty. Kelvin, who fell in love with Melfina at first sight, quickly picks the deity, believing that his ardent affections for her will re-emerge even if he loses all of his memories. Kelvin sets out on an exciting new adventure with Melfina as his guide. However, in order to summon his beloved goddess' physical form, he must first accumulate a huge amount of mana points, and the only way to do so is to level up by defeating powerful opponents and forging contracts with even stronger allies. Arifureta. Hajime Nagumo's regular life is appended when he and his classmates are summoned to a magical world and tasked with saving humanity. While his peers have outstanding combat talents, Hajime is mocked for simply earning an inferior transmutation skill with no genuine attacking strength. Hajime is deceived by one of his classmates during an expedition in the Great Orcus Labyrinth, plunging him to the bottom of an abyss. Despite surviving the fall, Hajime is confronted with scary monsters and disasters that drive him into a bleak nightmare. Desperate to live and return home one day, he decides to fight for his life, only to meet Yu, an imprisoned vampire who is also trying to escape the labyrinth. Yu and a few others accompany Hajime on his adventure to find a way back home, while gradually transforming from commonplace to the world's strongest. The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. One day, a guy claiming to be a deity hacks into a school's intercom system, telling all of its kids to band together and prepare to be taken to another realm. They will be given exceptional abilities in the hopes of becoming heroes of that realm and defeating the demon king who ravages the earth. The initial transfer goes well. Seiichi Hiraji, on the other hand, is left behind since no one wants to be his teammate because he is constantly bullied by his classmates because of his rather ugly appearance. Regardless, the self-proclaimed god sends Seiichi to the parallel realm and allows him to join his peers. Unfortunately, this disastrous ordeal leads Seiichi to a site deep in the jungle, far away not only from his classmates, but also from human civilization. Seiichi's gloomy days appear to increase as he desperately searches for a method to change his situation. However, just when it appears that all hope is lost, Seiichi discovers a unique fruit known as the Fruit of Evolution, which may be his first step towards a substantially brighter future. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. The world's most lethal assassin had vowed everlasting loyalty to the organization that had raised him. Despite his devotion, the organization takes efforts to silence him, ultimately leading to his demise. Drowning in frustration and regrets he can no longer hide, he finds himself in front of a goddess who is drawn to his unique abilities. The goddess grants him reincarnation into a glorious world of swords and magic in order for him to complete a critical mission: slay that world's hero and prevent its destruction. Accepting the goddess' wish, he is reborn as Lug Tuatha Dé, the son of an Alvin Kingdom noble family of assassins. Lug learns new murder skills from his father, which differ substantially from the cold-blooded and callous killing manner of his prior existence. His other talents also blossom, allowing him to meet new allies and acquaintances. Even still, Lug realizes that his efforts are insufficient, for a titanic foe like the hero can only be defeated with perfection. So these were the top 10 Isekai anime which are lesser known and you probably missed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. I'll see you in the next one.